So, wind's picking up already. There's another storm coming. I think it's called Storm Henry, this one. So yeah, strong winds expected. So that's the city in the distance. I'm well out of there now. So I'm just stopped on my first break. Just deciding which is going to be safer. A low camp in young trees, but there's a chance it could get flooded, or a high camp with old trees in gale force winds. So yeah, it's going to be 6 and 2 3s, I think. So I think I'm a lot better prepared for catastrophe for this week than I was last week. Hopefully, we will see. So I am where I was last week when we realised that the tunnel had flooded. So yeah, this is the concrete path. The stream on that side and drop off at that side. It's dried now, but I don't think it's going to stay dry for long. Wouldn't surprise me if when I'm back it will be high. It's about an inch off the path now, so it's yeah, and this is probably the point where we went barefoot last week to get through it. All this new build up here too. Epic. Be interesting to see what the floodplains are like. See if I've got more firewood there. Wow, that's a big wash up stump. Massive. So yeah, I'm at my floodplain, the first one, and last week the log that we could see just poking out of the water on our way back. Yeah, I'm standing flat on the floor. I'm 6'2", and this is the log here. So yeah, there was about a foot of it poking out the water. So it's the flood camps are not flooded at the moment, but this is definitely flash flood weather. So here's the log crossing. It's about a metre off the top of the log at the moment. So at least it hasn't got washed away. I'm going to go wander and check out the flood camp, see if I can yeah. My common sense is saying no, but we'll see. That is all that is left of my 1 metre by 1 metre fire. 2 stones. The rest are gone. Wow. There's not really a lot of wood. It seems to have washed it clean. Yeah, I think I'm going to move on. I just want to show you the amount of wood I'm going to walk through. So I'm past my first and second camp. I'm on to the second flood camp. Oh, feeling alright, making good time. A lot of fallen debris around, and I'm extremely muddy. And that's I fell before. Managed to get my knee down though. So the 2 fields I crossed to get to my other flood camp are completely waterlogged. I'm gonna have to walk around the right outskirts. God, Why can't we just have nice weather? Oh my god, he's round the rim. I'm totally exposed now. I'll turn into that wind in a second. It's like drizzly rain, you can't even see like 20 feet in front of you with a head torch because the rain's just blocking your view. Right, I'm at my second. It looks alright, but it's, as you can see when I hold the camera up to the wind, it's gale. 4x4 attempting to put it up in gale force winds is, wow, it's a task on its own. Once I've got the ridge line up, I'm clean sailing, It's ripped me off my feet twice. Wow, I don't think I'm going to be able to anchor this. So, no look at that. The gale force winds are just ripping into that bank, so I'm going further on. Well, here I am. First boil. I've got my tarp up in a good formation to block the wind in. I'm just going to make it a little bit taller in a second and bring the sides in so I can make it a lot tighter. Got all my stuff here. I'm just going to have a quick coffee before I brave that wind again like it's diabolical. Result. So I put the wind barrier up for the woodland camp. Been here about an hour. It's now 3 AM in the morning. Loving it. Cleared my fire pit, put the wind barrier up, tidied up my seating area, got my, that's a bit dark there, got my tarp up. Inside working on my hammock, still got to get my sleeping bag and everything in there and adjust my underquilt. It's completely a mess in there, as you can see. Just brewed up in the corner and that, and so yeah, totally getting there. No rush. I'm going to have a ready meal for my tea, I think. It's a late one, a snack, because I'm getting quite hungry. Don't need the fire for it, but I'm going to light it anyway, just to get a bit of warmth in us before bed. So my fire's going. The wind is absolutely diabolical, to the point where I've actually stepped under that massive pine tree. Look, my tarp is done to, just because it's really thick up top, and yeah, I feel like it would protect me. Fire's been going for a while now. So I've got the boil. So is my selection of emergency food. And I can't concentrate on anything apart from the trees above us because of the wind at the moment. Like, and I've just, yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna have mushroom pasta for a starter, I think, because this may be an all-nighter. Yep, got my boys ready. Well, it's hot, that's all that counts. It's now 4:45 in the morning. The wind's died down a hell of a lot. I've actually just spent the entire night redoing my woodland camp. Just, oh, wait until you see it. Still got a little bit to do yet, but yeah, I'm getting there. It's looking grand. My seat's a lot comfier and my fire should heat it up a lot more too once I've finished the square barriers. So I have a full log surrounding now, and then a steel backdrop for the fire as usual. Put that back up. I've pulled the walls closer in, made them a little bit thicker and a little bit stronger. So yeah, I'm gonna head to bed for a bit. So I'm tired. Well, that's me all sweet now. I'm gonna get some shut eye and we'll catch y'all in a bit. Morning. I slept like a baby. For the short time that I did sleep. Absolutely fine my setup last night, apart from a bit fell off my my DD underquilt. So I'll be getting in touch with DD about that. See if they can get it sorted. Because that should not have come off. I'll show you later. It's been torrential, like downpours and rain and wind. It's one of these main support beams that have come off the quilt. I'll show you when I get up. There's the awesome little thing I made last night. Brought that wall right in. Made the seat a little bit smaller so it's not so big and drafty. And just proper padded out wallage and that. Made it a lot thicker. I don't think it'd take a tree shot like, but if I hit the deck it might go under there where the oven is. Here's the setup I had last night. This end closed off. It's nippy. Worse last night, but there was like little twigs and branches flying everywhere. So I set up in there. I woke up and my DD underquilt was broken. I'll show you. So there's the strap. It's just come right off, and it's left a nice little hole in there. Just some normal links to there. I mean, it wasn't really tight or anything. It's just it looks like it hasn't gone through both sides of stitching. Looks like I'll be sending another nice email to DD Hammocks to see if they'll change it. Shame, because it does actually keep you warm. Quite low down there too, so I didn't catch the wind as much. Right, I think firewood, get my fire going. And get some breakfast and hot beverages on the go. some hot ashes. Need some dry pine, I think. Just scoping out the trees, and we've got 2 new leaners here. They're a bit off away the camp, like. Camp's in like a literally the only flat safe clearing in the area. That's 2 pine there. One there. It's angled and tangled. And then another one there that looks even more like it's gonna really fall. That's another pine that's angled and tangled again. There's one over there too, but that one's been there for a long time. What Tiny Outdoors gifted me. These quite an absolute awesome fire kit. Yep. So yeah, thanks for that, dude, man. Big help. It's I absolutely hammer fire kits. I only put one of those wax discs on there this morning. Just put it on the hot ashes and then put loads of other little bits on top of it. And then, yeah, sweet as. Didn't need my fire steel. Just see it's had small use to it. Just getting firewood still. I'm gonna get some bacon on the go when I get back, I think. Some of these trees are absolutely ancient, like. Bacon cheese roll time. I'm just standing underneath a tree just because I heard a snap, so every time I hear a snap I run to the ridge of the wood, pretty much that pine tree there, just because it's so thick and bushy, and there's a good gap around the whole thing, just you know, to allow a tree to fall if it does. But yeah, I'm good. Enjoying it, I love it. Sound of the wind all night while I was building the walls back up and everything's just epic. Bacon's on. There we go, the cheese rolls. I'll put some more logs on my fire first. So last night, in all my missioning around, I stumbled upon quite a nice location. It's got a little pond in it. But the location is a little bit more dangerous than this because there's such a massive land on one side of it. It's prone to landslides most probably. There's a lot of dead wood there too. I was scoping it out last night for about 25 minutes. I'm strongly debating whether to go back to it for tonight or wait until the woods, obviously the wind's calmer, on another camp and then just do the 2 nights there. So I think I'm just gonna stay here for tonight. Because I've got a whole chicken to cook. So this wind's going to get stronger later on, and yeah, it's a lot of branches around there. I'm just debating whether I should just chance the water on a flood camp than deal with the wind, you know. Thinking. I really want to cook that chicken here, like. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm gonna pack up and go on a mission. I'm gonna check out that new camping daylight that I found last night, and then maybe head back to one of the floodplains, and or maybe camp at that new camp. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going missioning. So I'm just going to put the fire out and then split, make tracks, see what I can find, whether it be a new spot or another spot that I have. There's just so many nice areas to camp across here. I love it. Small damage in here. There is some wood down there, isn't there? Awesome. I'm gonna walk under that. Helena, massive it is. There's loads of stuff falling around here now. A lot since I passed last night actually. All those vines over there are new. This is landslide zone, people. And if you fall off or get washed off, you've got to get in the river. Look at this. Epic private pond. I love it. The amount of firewood here is obscene. It's more than the floodplains. I was just all wondering last night, because there's a lot of new streams on the path, and I was just wondering where they were coming from, because they weren't surging, it was just like a nice steady trickle. So I assumed there must have been a water source. That's me off the landslide part now. So I'm going to head to my first flood camp and hunker down there. But yep, we'll see how that goes. A lot windier out the woods now. God, it's been blown along. This river has changed so much in 3 storms. Forks off into 2 there. And there's so much wood everywhere, I love it. But it all seems to be on the other side. Yeah, water in the fields subsided a lot. Still just a main bit across there. I've scoped out 2 new camps now. I never even knew were there, so yeah. Well, 3, because I've spotted one on the other side of the river that's promising too. Awesome. Right, I'm rolling onto my floodplain because it's going to start getting dark shortly. So this is my safest option tonight. Our first woodland camp. There. I'm going to start getting set up because the rain's on, hence why I've opted not to go onto the floodplain again, considering we all know what happens there. So yeah, fire time and shelter. That's my 4x4 up. Sweet as. I'm just going to leave that bench there and that kink in the tarp. I'm not that fussed about it, it's not a big deal. Right, just basically got my stuff jumped here to get it sorted. Well, it is getting dark, which totally sucks. Got like 1/4 of my fire pit. I managed to get a little fire going in the corner with some like army hexy blocks on my fire kit. The wind is doing that fire good. Also, some heat. That's changed my tarp direction because I'm just getting cut down by the wind, and there's a load of dead hardthorn standing that I want to pull down. Wow, might be another night on my feet, I think. I've got my oven to cook my chicken. I'm going to eat that chicken. I'm going to cook that chicken before I go to bed if it kills me. Gale Force wins or not. I want my chicken. Just the sound of that wind. So I've got my chicken. Some parsley and some sage and stuffing in there, and I'll put bacon on it. Just because we all like bacon. Thought he was getting there. I've set up like a little platform for my oven, so I can keep the back end of the oven in, and I'm just going to turn the chicken round halfway. Just so that the bottom of the oven's glowing and not the whole thing. You don't want too much heat. That's the chicken in. It's just the waiting game now. I'm gonna collect more firewood. Wind is fairly getting stronger, like pretty much the same as it was last night. Chocolate cake over there. Oh yes. My chicken is almost done. I'm just going to get my gravy on, I think. My veg and potatoes. Sweet, I cannot wait. Oh, just eating the stuffing. It's amazing. Voila. Dinner on a concrete slab in front of my fire. It's time for chocolate cake. Some heat in that. Well, another epic day. I'm going to try and get some shut-eye. We'll see you all in the morning. Morning. I'm up sharp and I'm packing up already. And yeah, DD Underquilt. I sent DD Hammocks an email yesterday from when I realised that the strap had fallen off. And they basically said that they've never ever had any complaints and all of their customers are 100% happy, and basically I've pulled it off myself or I've snagged it. So yeah. Oh, and if I'm a dab hand with a needle and thread, I can fix it myself. That's what they said. So yeah, I'm not, even though you can see the strap on the stitches, the strap hasn't actually been stitched properly. The stitch hasn't penetrated right through the strap. It's my own fault for that, you know. So yeah, I'm just it's just another DD product that's let me down, or that I've had to fix on my own. Because yeah, this hammock was DD, but I had to get that fixed on my own because the shabby stitching. Now I'm sure a lot of people have had no problems and never complain about their DD product, but that is not my experience with DD. So yeah, I'll have to just fix it myself. I'm going to buy a snug pack because it's better quality, I think. So there's my better view of my tarp set up in the daylight. Just clipped off both ends, bent them in so that the wind doesn't go right through like a wind tunnel. Kinda kept me on the ground last night. Fire's still smoking away. Just putting the little twigs on. There's me just taking the suspension down off my rigging for my hammock. And when I say it's just another DD product that let me down, I don't base that just on that DD underquilt and this hammock, because not including the underquilt and the hammock, I've had 3 hammocks that fell apart on me from DD that I sent back and had replaced, and even one of the replacements fell apart on us because the stitching came out of the zips and the rigging and the netting. And then also I've sent tarps back because they came with either weak eyelids on them or holes in them. So yeah, it's not just based on the underquilt strap coming off. It's based on a multiple of products, which is a shame. My little fire's going now. Warm my fingers up. There's not worse than taking a cold tarp down. That's me all packed up now. Just warming my fingers after taking that wet tarp down. Sweet as, so I'm heading home. First flood camp's unflooded for a change. Plodding along. Farmers had a new fence put up and all the debris shifted away from that flood. Nice. Oh, I'm still livid about the strap on that underquilt. It keeps on popping back into my head again. If I'd have pulled that strap off right, I'd have basically just said, look, I've pulled the strap off, can give you a little something to fix it for us. That would have been the situation. But to insinuate that I'd pulled it off is just damn right cheeky. That's a nice waterfall too, isn't it? I wouldn't even call that a waterfall, I'd call that a small rapid. Alright, it's been another brilliant week. We'll catch you next week. Peace out. So yeah, just another little add-on for my own mental note. I've been looking through my DD underquilt again, and yeah, I'm not going to take the blame for this breaking. I'm blaming this solely on DD hammocks, because I've just looked even closer at the DD hammock, and you can see the elastic, the main support elastic that attaches it to the top and toe of the hammock, has all started to fray, which tells me that it was thrashed around a lot in the wind. And I know that is fraying of elastic because the same thing happens to my bungee cords after 8 months of use, which tells me that Penny from DD Hammocks told me that these were tested in the most extreme conditions. So that tells me that this elastic is too weak to support this weight for long term in wind. So either Penny's mistaken or Penny's lying. It's as simple as that, because there it is there, frayed. The elastic's frayed. So if that elastic has took that beating, it's the only thing that the small stride strap should too. So yeah, and it's pretty much all the same. It's just all 4 sides are fraying. You can see it. So it would only a matter of time before it split like this bungee cord has. So yeah, there you go, Mr. DD Hammocks.